Hello and welcome to another Site Supervisor Briefing. Greg Evans is my name and I have with me in the studio Janeth, who is a senior developer. And today we're talking about creating a project in Site Supervisor. Janeth, it's almost going to the beginning really, isn't it? But how do you create a project?
Well, Greg, creating a project is quite easy on Site Supervisor. And before I show you a demonstration of that, just want to highlight that a project is almost like the heart of Site Supervisor. Businesses come to collaborate on the platform, but all the collaboration happens on a project. So let's take a quick look on how you can create a project. So on Site Supervisor on my dashboard, I click on New Project, and I'm just going to put in a sample project here. Call it Acme Housing Units. Give it a project number, which is my own reference.
Yes.
That will be used across the project. And let's just call it 001. It is in the not started state.
Interesting address.
It definitely is. And that's as simple as it is to create a project, Greg. So by filling out a few pieces of information, we have a project up and running on Site Supervisor.
Now, what about those signs that we see, like an emergency sign, for example? Can we create that as well?
That's exactly right. And so at the moment, you'd have to be in front of the project site to actually see that. But on the platform itself, anyone can access it anywhere in the world by just simply looking at the project and going to what you see as the emergency tab.
So you could do it on a mobile phone?
Absolutely, on any device. And it'll always be available to anyone on the project. Now, as we've just created this project, a lot of the tabs are empty because it's up to the project creator to start slowly populating this project with information over time. So if I just go back to people, as you can see, I'm the only person as Anthony on the project. I hold both of the two key roles on the project. That is, I am the IT administrator, which I have some privileges that comes with that, and I'm also the drawings approver, which we'll touch on in a bit. But as I go through these tabs, as you can see, emergency, hotlines, medical center, and hospital are things that will be available to anyone on the project. And we can get into documents on a project as well. Now, at the highest level, which is a project, you can have certificates, compliance, health and safety, and permits, and also policies as well. Now, these are documents that pertain to a given project. They'll be visible to anyone that is collaborating with you on that project. That includes subcontractors, builders, architects, anyone that you might invite through the life of a project.
It's very comprehensive, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And as you can see, as we go further into this, you'll see how these pieces kind of come in together and fill in the blanks to allow collaboration to happen. So if we just take a step back and look at a populated project, as opposed to the one we just created, and if I go to Tower Park Hotel, which is one of our demo projects,
Yes.
and I go into Site Overview, you'll see this come into fruition. Here we've got a lot of people and a lot of companies on the project, and they take different roles. So for example, we have safety officers, and in this instance it's Sally. We have first aid officers, which allows people on site to quickly see who the first aid officer or the safety officer is in case there's an emergency on site, as opposed to fumbling through documents and trying to find contacts on your phone. And as we discussed before, here's a project with the emergency details fully populated. So you can quickly see where the nearest hospital is or who to contact in case of an emergency. And as we move through, and you can see more project documents. So anyone can see what, for example, the energy rating certificate is on this project. That allows it to be accessible, and this is accessible to anyone on that project. Same goes with compliance, health and safety, permits, and policies. And each of them, for example, in this instance, have issued and expiry dates, as you find in the real documents outside of Site Supervisor. We're just giving a digital face to that information. And anyone can go in and view that document and raise any concerns or
Current information at your fingertips.
That's exactly what it is.
Janeth, how do we update a project?
Yeah, let's take a look at that, Greg. So say, hypothetically speaking, that the nearest hospital, our point of contact, their number has changed. And that could happen because, projects run for months, years, maybe longer. So if we go to the emergency tab on Site Overview, and I can see the number as it is now, I could easily, pretending that I have the permission to do this, go in and change the number to whatever it may be.
That easy.
And just by saving it, now that's distributed to everyone on the project and everyone's made aware of the new number.
That is absolutely brilliant. Janeth, thank you very much for explaining that. And don't forget, as always, if you ever Want more information about Site Supervisor? Remember, you can ask us anything. We'll see you next time.